Welcome to Signal. Most learning apps assume more content equals more progress, but for people retraining for a new year and for people trying to stick to New Year resolution goals, attention and consistency are the real bottlenecks. Many resolutions fail because progress feels invisible, and there's no reliable system guiding what to do next. Signal is an agent that decides when learning should happen, and more importantly, when it should not. During onboarding, Signal learns what you're retraining toward and how aggressively you want learning interventions. Focus mode protects your attention and only triggers high-confidence learning moments. Aggressive mode captures early learning opportunities, even if they're borderline. The policy becomes part of every downstream decision evaluation. Also, your upcoming job opportunities can be synced to your Apple Calendar. In this case, we will use the assessment type learning mode and the aggressive intervention policy. Here I'm sharing two YouTube links into Signal, one on C++ and one on Python. The C++ video matches my retraining goal, so Signal analyzes it and decides it's worth an interruption. It triggers a notification. The Python video doesn't align with my training goals. In fact, Signal still saves it, but doesn't trigger any notification and chooses to ignore it to protect focus. Now I'm completing the recall task that is based on the video. I'm currently completing the multiple choice questions and now I'm answering the long question. Now the long question, when it's finished, will give me a detailed report on what to add next time and the good parts of my answer. Now I can actually see the concepts and their respective skill levels. Now you can see that the insights section and the recall sections are updated with new statistics. You can see that this screen shows my measurable learning standard, my progress towards software engineering, and my next prep event, with a 7-day average to keep track of my learning goals. If Signal ignores something valuable, the user can submit feedback and instantly unlock the recall section for that content. Next, I opt for the stop reminding option. This causes the app schedule to not notify me for my next recall session of Python. Earlier, I did opt for a session with C++, so I'm notified when that occurs. Here I'm using an article. The same borderline learning content under two policies. Focus mode ignores it to protect attention. Aggressive mode triggers recall to capture early learning momentum. The key idea here is that Signal isn't just deciding what is good content, it's deciding when learning is worth interrupting your day. Every decision Signal makes is logged and evaluated using Opik. We run experiments comparing intervention policies, and we use an LLM as a judge to score whether each decision was appropriate under that policy. This lets us measure and improve agent behavior using real usage data, not just offline benchmarks. At the borderline cases, we get disagreements between the models, and that's exactly where evaluation matters because disagreements are how we improve the agent. At the trace level, we can see exactly why a decision was made, the learning value score, relevance score, concept density, and policy context. Then we evaluate the decision automatically and can compare it to human feedback. In production, Opik online evaluation continuously scores live traces using LLM as judged rules, so decision quality is monitored in real time. Here, we use a deterministic LLM judge to score each decision against focused and aggressive thresholds, making every action measurable and explainable. To conclude, Signal doesn't just make decisions, it proves those decisions were correct.